Here's the old pump. And if you can see, that's where it busted. So we've already got a new pump. I just put the plumbing too short, so now I need to redo it. I actually didn't even tell Jeff that I was coming. I didn't want to get him excited, so I'm going to see if I can fix it, and then if I get it fixed, then I'll tell him. Alright guys, this is exactly why I didn't tell him I was coming. I told him to keep the old plumbing pieces with him. That way if he had a chance to go by the hardware store, he could get them. Turns out I had a chance first, so I went and got them. I thought it was 1.5 inches. I had no idea actually, and I just guessed. We pulled another pump off the shelf, measured it, it was 1.5 inches, so that's the one we got. Well, our pump is 1 inch, so I do not have the right plumbing, but I have everything else that I need except this screw piece right here, and then I'll need an adapter, or maybe not even. Anyways, next time, I did figure out the pump is supposed to cut on at 20 pounds and cut off at 40 pounds, and this is set at 20 pounds, so I probably need to let a pound or two out of this, and then this will be ready to go, and then we'll just have to connect the plumbing, the rest of the plumbing there. All the hardware stores are closed tomorrow, but on Monday I'll try to pick up a piece and get this thing working so Jeff can get water back in the house. He hasn't really been staying here or anything, so it's not really a big deal, but he's got some plans to get some work done, so this will help move him along in the path. So anyway, it's just a lot easier for me to run over here next door and check on it or try to fix it versus him having to come over here and make a whole day out of it. Anyway, I wanted to get my hacksaw back, but I guess I'll leave it because I'm going to need it here. Okay, next time. There's a bunch of flowers that Jeff transplanted over here, and he hasn't been over here to see them, so I'm going to take a video of them and see what we got. Here's that plant beside the porch you guys were talking about, and it's looking pretty lively. There's one on either side there. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not real good with my plants, but I know pretty when I see it though. Jeff might have one of the best views on the whole highway. Still haven't got my plants in the ground, but today's the day. I'm going to put them by my strawberries, and that way I only have to water one area. A bunch of people asked about a garden. I really didn't do one this year. I was going to plant potatoes, but then they kind of molded on me, and then that just kind of set up the season, and I already knew I had way too much stuff to do anyway. But I usually like to do it still, even though I usually let it go by the time summer's full swing because I just get too busy. But I got a couple plants to babysit anyway, and I gotta find a shovel and then I'll show you me putting them in the ground. So remember guys, I showed you these 2 strawberries. They're getting pretty close, but I didn't see the sneaky one hiding under here, and it's ready to go. It's sitting on the ground. It's a little dirty and stuff, but sweet deal. Also, I never showed you my little mushroom man. It's a Amanita muscaria mushroom, which is actually the Santa Claus mushroom. I need to repaint this thing. And then got a little garden gnome taking a nap. I've always been a junker, and I saw these people tearing this house down one time and I stopped. I was actually trying to find work, but he said he was a one-man show. I said, okay, can I have that mushroom? And he said, yeah. That's as good as money if you ask me. Alright, I better start digging some holes. Oh my goodness. Alright, here's strawberry plant number 1. Here's strawberry plant number 2. I don't know what that is. Jay tried to call me out in the last video. It's not what it looks like, my friend. It's not what it looks like. If you guys haven't checked out Almost Homestead, he doesn't make as much videos as I wish he did. I wish he made a video every day. I can't watch enough of their channel. They're really good. He's been doing a ton of work on his cabin, which he hasn't been filming. But man, it's really beautiful. So if anybody would like to, you don't have to, but if you would like to, go to Almost Homestead and comment that I sent you. But tell him to give us an update of all the work he's been doing inside the cabin, because it's seriously tremendous work that he's been doing, and it's beautiful, really beautiful. And I say him and his wife too. Go check out my buddy, Almost Homestead. Great name, and good folks, and they live in heaven. So beautiful where they live at. And I think Jeff actually, Jeff Bobblehead Homestead, I think he actually lived in that area for a while too, so he can attest to the beauty that that area brings. Anyways, I'm really just avoiding procrastinating, digging holes, so I guess I just better go do that. Alright, dudes. These are those potatoes that I did plant. And I said I didn't plant them because a lot of them got rotten, but I forgot. A bunch of them didn't get rotten. I planted them. Man, those things are really banging, and I've never watered them one time. So I guess I better be careful planting. Maybe I'll go somewhere else. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably all the same tater there. Man, there's another one right there. Good night. So I got some taters coming up too. Alright, so since my potatoes are in my way, I'm gonna plant it right here. I'm gonna plant it right here. I'm gonna plant it. Alright, so since my potatoes, the sun comes up right here and goes just like this. So I'm gonna get some early shade, but plenty of sun. I'm gonna just clear up this area. The grass is pretty high. If anybody's worried about me chopping the ground with this thing, it's like the most dull blade you've ever seen in your whole life. So don't worry, it's already ruined. This ground is really dry because we haven't had, it rained every day for like 10 days. And now we haven't had a rain in about a week and a half, and it's been hot. So I'm just gonna dig the holes, put them in there, and then I'll just water them in. Gardening in Arkansas. Alright guys, got 5 holes, 3 for my tomato plants, so they probably should be wider apart, but I didn't want to dig a bigger hole. And then my 2 peppers down here. Organic lunchbox mix sweet pepper. It's got a pretty good sized pepper on it. And I don't think it's done growing quite yet, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it off just to keep from taking away from the plant. It needs to get established. I'm going to leave it in the material that it's in, obviously, and just plant the whole entire thing. You can see it's already starting to get root bound inside there. Nothing crazy, not going to hurt it or anything, but it was starting to need a bigger home for sure. So we're going to put it down in there. Let a stick hold it, and then we're going to just go and harvest this pepper too. Like I said, the ground is dry. So I'm just gonna cover it back up. And then Once I get the rest of them in, I'll water this whole area in, and if I have to, I'll come back in a couple days and add a little more dirt next time I water. This one about the same with the roots. This one is an organic California Wonder Pepper, and it's going in this hole right here. The tomatoes are not doing so well. You know, they really like their water, and I haven't given them much. There's a little cherry tomato. I pulled off it, and I don't actually know which tomato this is, but it did come off this, so maybe it might be a cherry tomato too. But we'll see. It's going in the left one. That's the unknown one. These came from Peace Farm Organics out of Van Buren, Arkansas, which is about an hour away. Okay, here's the root situation on the tomatoes. Again, nothing bad, but just about ready. Now it's got the biggest container it needs. I already put the other cherry tomato in. It looked about like this. Not too bad, but ready. Look at that. Nice roots. And all the tomatoes had a little fruit. I'm gonna pick them all off just to help the plant. There's a lot of problems with living on a hill, but watering is pretty easy. You can just water up above it and then it'll run down. I didn't spray anything on the plants, I'm just spraying the rows between them. Alright guys, I'm sure y'all want a video, and my camera battery's dying, so if I just wrap it up now I can edit it and get it out to you soon. I've got everything watered in. Tomato, 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 and 2 peppers. I knocked this one over when I was watering. So I'm sure they still need more water, but I'll keep an eye on them and really nurse them at least for the next couple days until they get established. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I said the cow video was going to be next, but I wanted to talk to the farmer and get a little more information about the medications and stuff like that he had to give them. And I know some people will disagree with giving them medicine or whatever, but they're not your cows, I guess. So Russell's a pretty honest dude, and he's going to tell me everything that we did to the cows, and I'll relay that in a video. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of audio, so I'll just do a voiceover, but I'll show you a little bit of action of us working the cows. It's going to probably be about an 8 or 10 minute video of just that with me doing voiceover, so expect that on the next video. See you guys.